Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to today's Pick a Card reading. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides for good news and for better days ahead. What is coming in any area of your life that they want to share with you, things to look forward to, things that may be coming your way. It is a fully channeled message, and we are going to select our cards now. So let's take a look at our choices. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here. Group A, I have a crown, okay, overcoming some obstacles. Group B, I have a feather, abundance, easy money. Group C, I have a clover. I have lucky break, good fortune. So if you feel drawn to any of these piles, A, B, or C, I will put the timestamps in the description below, and I will see you in your reading. If you picked Group A, this reading is for you. We're asking Spirit today for some good news, better days, what's ahead of you in any area of your life, things that may be coming that is unexpected. So I have this beautiful crown, and you chose this crown, overcoming obstacles, power play, wealth. You could become your own boss in your career, taking charge and making progress. But a crown is always, to me, the sense of wear your invisible crown, hold your head up high, that there's this level of prestige to you. There's that royalty feeling to me that, you know, if you want to be a queen, act like a queen. You want to be a king, act like a king. So it is this beautiful sense of taking charge, Spirit just said, taking charge of your own destiny, making decisions for your own destiny, something like that. Spirit, please share with me any messages that you have in any area of our lives that you want us to know for better days ahead. What good news do you have coming? I am listening for you now. I have a coffin. Okay, so challenges with savings. Maybe Spirit saying that we have to put a hold on something, okay, that we've got to bury something, we've got to stop something before something comes in. So if you are struggling in an area of your life with your finances, debt, maybe Spirit saying, hey, we got to pay off that credit card before we can bring in something new. So I'm just going to say maybe we make a change before some energy comes towards you. And that just feels, you know, it's always for every ending, there's a new beginning. So they're just asking you maybe to take a shift in that area of your life. And I'm going to just put it in the basket of savings, okay, that I've got to pay down some debt. And I've got to start working on my savings in order to get some kind of rewards. I have chest, money strategy, wise spending in the long game, thinking it through. So it is a feeling of what's your next move? What's your next move? Where are you headed? What is it that you want? Spirit is moving you one step at a time, like one placement at a time. But I do feel like it's strategic. You may not see it because it's right in front of you, but I do want you to look back in 6 months and say, did Spirit move the playing piece? Did they move that chess piece on the board, the steps forward that I had asked them to? So I do feel like it's strategic, but I feel like you are going to have a hard time seeing it until you look back and then kind of say, oh yeah, that did move forward. I did make a change in that area of my life. I am making progress, Spirit saying. So this sense of strategic thinking, pushing you to make some good decisions in this area of your life. Spirit, tell me what it is. So better days, I'm going to say that because of some good decisions, you are moving forward, okay? I've got money matters. Money matters a lot right now. Watch your expenses. Be prepared for the unexpected. They're trying to get you to be in a safer place, they're saying. So they want you to be very much aware of all of your wealth, your investments, your budget, how you're spending money. And I feel like that is going to give you some more peace. It's like a peace and harmony energy coming in. Maybe you just need more savings to feel more comfortable. I have a gift. You are uncovering some new talents that will land you new work and a better position. You could get more money with the deal as well. So the gift is coming in. It could be a new revenue stream of income. It could be that I have tapped into one of my talents. I have tapped into something that I had learned long ago, but I hadn't put it to good use yet, Spirit's saying, and now's the time for you to generate extra income from it. So I'm going to say that something is being handed to you in a sense, that something that maybe you weren't thinking of using or doing with your talents, your ability, your experiences. And you're like, I can do that, you know, and it generates additional income. Maybe it's a part-time job. Maybe it's something on the side. Maybe it's starting a small business. So does feel like tapping into your own talent in some way. I have wealth. You are working towards real wealth. They want you to be wealthy. They want you to have abundance. So it's thinking about a long term. I feel that the strategy is I've got to do like A, B, and C to get there. But I feel like they're moving you, one step at a time across that chessboard. You are doing a combination of being smart, making good decisions, saving money, possibly, knocking off some debt. At the same time, you're coming in with some kind of new way of creating income. Now that income or that abundance may be the way that you are able to pay off some of these other feelings, or the other debt. But the reason what's going to happen is the feelings, the energy that I'm feeling around you is that you are releasing the stress around money. Okay, that's the good news. The good news, or the better days, is what you have been holding on to, Spirit says, with money is being released. So if you have some worries, fears, I struggle, I'm just having a hard time right now. When is it going to get better? When is it going to get easier? They're trying to give you a little game plan as to how to get there. Spirit, please share with me. I have a King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. I have a 4 of Pentacles. I have a 5 of Cups. And I have a Princess of Pentacles. So there's a lot of energy around that security. You can see that I am having a hard time. I guard my money. I watch my money. I could worry about money. I don't have enough money. And then that Princess is coming into me as I know I can be more. There's the Crown. There is I have the ability to make more, the ability to manifest abundance into my life. So this King and Queen is a feeling of I can rise above, because you're going up in rank. You're going from a queen to a king. So whatever level you're at right now, it's increase. Okay. You're going up through the kingdom. And it is a feeling of I'm rising above. So I'm going to say financially, it's going to increase. I'm going to say with the 5 of Cups that the emotional energy attached to money is something they want you to know that it's either going to get better or you're going to be more conscious of it. So this feeling of I'm just not where I want to be, or I'm disappointed, or I don't have enough, or am I ever going to have enough, is going to lessen. And you're going to either learn to manage your money better, understand money better, understand that money is energy, and how you think about money and how you attract money is the same as how you think about money, or how you think about love and attract love. But we don't think of money that way. So your learning is one of the good news, for better days, because you're starting to become aware that money is just energy. And you really never thought of it that way. So I feel like it's a little bit of an eye opener. Maybe that's good news to you. They're giving you the strength Bottom of the deck, I have a journey. So maybe this is a new time in your life to look at money and your relationship with money and get the courage, get the strength to start a new journey with that relationship. Because if you're not where you want to be, if you're not receiving what you want to receive, or you want more, then you have choices and you have the ability to do it. So that feels like maybe Spirit's asking you to do a deep dive into what is my relationship with money, and have I ever thought about money as energy? So I feel like it's going to open a door for you to, I guess, just how you see it for the rest of your life. This could be the journey that maybe you've been asking for. I don't know how to solve this problem. I don't know why I'm always kind of struggling or living paycheck to paycheck, or every dime that comes in goes out. So I feel like right now Spirit's trying to share with you that you have the ability, you have the talent, you have some resources behind you, Spirit's saying, but we want you to look at how you receive abundance differently. And that will be your starting point. Okay, so let's do that. So let's take a look at love. So the way that I said that money is an energy, love is an energy. We talk a lot about love, of course, coming into our life and how we manifest it and how two energies work. And so we have a greater understanding about energy because we're people, and money is, of course, a object. But you have to look at it as the same thing. But let's see what the good news is around love. Let's see what they have for you for new love, new news, good news, better days. What is it that they want for you? Spirit, please share with me. I have falling fast. Love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process. So falling in love with somebody, letting your heart explode, they just said, letting your heart go. Maybe that's something you've been holding on to. A true love, a deep and enduring connection going beyond the superficial attraction, that there's more here, that this is somebody that you truly love. They truly love you, that it's not just a casual relationship, they're saying. So this is somebody who really wants to be with you. And I have a new doorway opening. A doorway of opportunity is about to present itself and leading you to this new person. Now, Spirit is saying the two could be connected, that the opportunity connecting your wealth, or the new engagement with how you think about your wealth, or energy related to your wealth, could be connected to this new person. So that could be a way that somehow you've met. So keep that in mind. Whatever this door of opportunity is, it could somehow connect you. So the best example I would have is you start a new job and you meet somebody at your new job or connected to your new job. So that is, I feel like somehow those paths are crossing. Spirit, please share with me. This one wants to jump out. So I'm going to go with a jumper. I have a headache, poor health. Okay. Illness, body. So something is causing you pain, and they're saying it's an underlying condition. So if you have an ongoing illness, you're struggling with headaches, backaches, they're asking you to be more aware of not necessarily the pain, but where is it coming from energy? Is it coming from stress? Is it coming from not taking care of yourself, lack of energy, sitting all day, not moving your body? So I feel like it's a chain reaction, and I feel like they're going to show you that if you repair this or do these changes in your life, then those aches and illnesses are going to heal. Okay, so you have knee pain and back pain. You exercise more, you lose a little weight, you walk. All of a sudden you don't have as much knee and backache. So that is kind of where they're leading you. So if you have something that is hurting you, what is the underlying issue, and they want you to see that change. So the good news is you can identify it and you start to feel better. So your body will physically heal, is what they're saying. I have an old car. I'm weary. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Spirit saying you need more rest. They're saying something will be lifted from your plate so that maybe you have more time to yourself, or you put more boundaries around your time so that you're not as exhausted. They're saying a change of schedule for some of you, that we have adjusted our schedule just enough so that I'm not getting home at 12 o'clock at night. I'm getting home at 10 o'clock at night, so maybe for those of you that have odd hours or have different shifts that are not around the real world, those hard shifts, it's a feeling of something changing in your schedule so that you're not as exhausted. So there's something, maybe that's affecting your health. Maybe that's the underlying issue. You're working too hard. You're physically exhausted. You're on your feet all day. I have a fishing pole, self-reliance, exploration, a sense of self-improvement. I'm also getting a feeling of I'm catching on, is how it came into me. I'm throwing something out and it's coming back to me. So there was this incredible sense of I'm throwing my thoughts out. I'm throwing my, I guess, worries or fears. I'm throwing them out with that fishing pole. And what's coming back to me are solutions. So Spirit is giving you the answers with that fishing pole. So send it out. How do I solve this problem? And lo and behold, somebody's put in your life that gives you the answers. The answers come to you, Spirit just said, but there's a sense of ask us for guidance, and the answers will come. So maybe we have some things that we just don't know the answer to, and we're like, I don't know what to do. So they'll put people in front of you. I call them stepping stones, that people, you ask the question and all of a sudden somebody's put in front of you and you're like, I was just thinking about that. That's crazy that you're the expert in that area, So people will be put in front of you for some solutions and getting you to the next step and pushing you forward and helping you solve things, basically. I have a coin toss. Being fair, pros and cons, seeing different sides, taking a chance, and a 50-50 chance. So you have as much of a chance as anybody. So the glass half full, half empty. They're saying, don't doubt yourself. Don't second guess yourself. Yeah, it's a flip of a coin. Yes, it's a risk, but you have as good of a chance as anybody. So they're saying, just flip the coin, take the risk, take the chance. So I feel like there's no holding back. So maybe the better days is you being fearless, you having this ability to just say, you know what do I have to lose? I have nothing to lose. I have everything to gain by making some kind of change or a decision. Gorgeous. Spirit, please share with me. I have a 10 of Swords. I have a 10 of Pentacles. I have a Knight of Swords. And I have a Chariot. So the 10 of Swords and 10 of Pentacles was really nice, because this particular deck, you can see the 10 of Swords is like this rickety old house that needs work. And then the 10 of Pentacles is abundance flowing in. So it feels like I'm leveling up in a way, that I'm putting something that is old, change. Maybe you're buying a new house. Maybe you're moving. Maybe you're upgrading a location. Maybe you're renovating a room. Maybe that you're buying all new furniture because you've been saving and you have additional streams of income, and you have different energy, and your relationship around money has changed. So this feels like an upgrade of some kind around your home. Okay, so if you are looking to make a change with your home, you're looking to have a larger home, a nicer home, then that's something to look forward to, is how I feel. I have a Knight of Swords and I have a Chariot. And I want you to move forward with strength, conviction, confidence. I know what I'm doing. If I don't have the answer, Spirit's going to put somebody in front of me. So this is a feeling of I've made up my mind to not give up. And they're saying, don't give up on a dream. So it must be a dream that you're trying to achieve. And they're trying to help you break it down into little pieces. So it's a very much a feeling of one foot in front of the other. And I feel like, yes, you are getting there. You might not feel like you're getting there, but you are getting there. And I feel like you have to just keep making up your mind over and over again. It's like a recommitment to yourself to stay strong and just keep moving forward. And also the sense of take a risk on yourself, that you have as great a chance as anybody at whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. So I have a bottom of the deck. I have a King of Cups, and that's coming into me as unconditional love, whether you have this love in your life now or it's coming. But that could be the blessing. That could be the good news. You have this beautiful king coming forward that wants to just give you unconditional love, be there for you, and share, their love with you. So that could be very good news and better days ahead. Now, I do have some yes and no question cards, and what I want you to do is think about something that you want an answer to from Spirit right now. Write down your question, stop the video if you want, and just pause and just come up with your question with what it is that you want, basically in a yes or no format. And let's see what Spirit has for you for an answer. Spirit, what is the answer to our question today? What is it that you want from us? We've got some good news, guys. You've got, some nice messages here with how to go about, moving some energy forward in different areas of your life and what to expect in the near future. So yes or no, Spirit, what do you have? I have don't stop. Don't stop. Don't give up. Yes or no, Spirit? People are helpful people. They'll put people in front of you to guide you. Wow, it's like everything I just said. And they're saying take action. So they've given you the guidance. They have shared with you how to get there. And my whole body just tingled. My hands just tingled. How nice. Let's thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you picked Group B, this reading is for you, and you picked this beautiful golden feather. And it says abundance, easy money, divine intervention. In your career, could be light work. It could be air related. It could be you're undecided. It could even be travel. But I'm going with the divinely guided energy. I feel strongly around that. I feel strongly around the light working energy and connecting it to abundance somehow. So I want to go with that for a moment. Spirit, please share with me, is this meant to be heard by my light workers out there that are wondering what to do with their gifts? What is this reading? Let me to ask me what you need me to say. I'm listening for you now. I have a light bulb going off, a lucrative idea, new income sources, inspiration, becoming an entrepreneur, a new job, and creative work. How about a light bulb going off in the sense that I'm realizing that I should be doing more, that I am empathetic, I'm intuitive, I'm psychic, I'm gifted in some way, and I should be doing more with it. So there's a sense of how do I do that? And I feel like Spirit is guiding people to you, to encourage you to pursue your work. They're saying it's because everybody has a calling and everybody has their own work to do. So they're asking you to pursue your work, and only you will know what your work is going to be. So that maybe you don't know what your work is and you're trying to figure that out. That would be probably a beginner sense. I feel like I'm spiraling. I feel like I'm out of control. And maybe it's a feeling sometimes when we're having an awakening, for those of you that might be having an awakening, you can't get your arms around it. You don't understand why you're feeling the way you're feeling. But they're saying, don't be scared of it. They're saying, like, follow the flow of it is really what they want you to do. They're saying revisiting a job. And I'm going to say revisiting what it is that you're doing in the material world. And is that what you really want to be doing? Because I have found that people who are meant to be light workers, their jobs never really are going well. It's almost like they're not supposed to be there. And they get discouraged with their job. They get discouraged with people that they're working with, because their energy really isn't in alignment with some of that work. So if you're feeling out of alignment, it could be that Spirit's asking you to do different types of work, that they want you to use your gifts more. They want you to use your intuition, your empathy, something like that. Spirit, tell me more. I feel like they're trying to bring you to a place so that better days are here because you feel more in alignment with your path. I have a strategy. You need step-by-step plan. You need to have a plan of how to move forward. You need to think about, where do I want to go to be on the next level? And I do feel like they will guide you. They always put people in front of you that will guide you, that will say the right things. I mean, I myself am a spirit guide. Maybe this is connecting to you. Other spirit guides could be saying the same thing to you. But it's a feeling of, I'm going to think about my future and I'm going to plan my future, and Spirit's going to help me get there. So the good news is that you are making a plan. Okay. Maybe you don't have a plan right now. Maybe you're spiraling and all of a sudden this plan comes to you and you feel more confident and you feel more driven and you feel more like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So a sense of peace will come over you. So that is good news, because especially when you don't feel like you know what you're supposed to be doing, it's a nice feeling to have that kind of purpose come over you and it becomes clearer. So you could be seeing the clarity of what it is that Spirit wants for you. I have innovation. You will need to come up with some new strategies to keep your plans in motion. Okay. Basically, what you've been doing hasn't been working. You haven't felt like, I'm where I want to be. I want something better. I want something different. So the engine in motion, I feel like it's like a roller coaster. It starts out slow and then it starts to pick up momentum and you start to feel more comfortable. And then I'm really going for a ride. And I don't like roller coasters, but then I'm going for this ride and it's fun and I'm screaming and I'm excited and I can't believe I'm on a roller coaster and I can't believe what's going to happen next. So there's a sense of, I don't know, excitement coming into your life. The wheels are spinning, the gears are spinning. There's a new energy behind you, Spirit's saying. So you've picked up some momentum in this area, or something that you really want to do. Maybe you felt like you were stuck. I was blocked. I was at a stalemate. I didn't know how to push it forward. My energy isn't moving. Okay. So I like that kind of. The good news, or the better days, is that your momentum picks up, your energy picks up, something like that. So that feels good to me. I have a relationship. Could be a business partner. It could be a life partner. It could be an office love, somebody that we are making some choices with, or we're connecting with, or maybe we're strategizing together to create something together. It could be a partner that you have now, a spouse or a lover that you want to make some money together. Let's start a business. Let's figure this out. Let's do something. So you guys could be working on something together and the gears are in motion. And I would say that if you do have a partner like that you want to do something with, I feel that Spirit is supporting that. I feel like you've been brought together for a bigger purpose. And I think that you guys will play off of each other very well and both bring to the table your strengths. So I would say definitely like the wheels are spinning energy. So better days are ahead, you know, when it starts to turn into additional income, it starts to turn into, I want to do this full time. I don't like my job that I have. It's just a job. It's not my calling. It's not my purpose. I want to do this over here full time. So I do feel like maybe you have somebody that would help you to achieve it, and you guys could do it together, or you do it alone, Spirit just said. I have guidance. The divine forces are showing you the way to go. You are discovering another piece of your destiny and your purpose in life. Look at these beautiful angel wings that the angels are whispering to you, Spirit just said. They're trying to share with you now, even in this message, that they have bigger work for you. They have greater work for you. So this is for my light workers out there. Absolutely. If you feel called to a spiritual calling, if you feel like you are being asked to help others in some way, I feel like they're trying to let you know that, yeah, those are the better days. That is the good news. That is where they want you to be. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? Beautiful. I have a 9 of Pentacles. I have a King of Swords. I have a 10 of Pentacles. And I have a High Priestess. How gorgeous. They said to me with the 9 of Pentacles, the word self-reliant, that they are trying to help you be self-reliant. Okay, so self-reliant to me is I work for myself. Nobody can ever take away my job. As long as I show up and do my business every day, I have money coming in. So I didn't ever want that feeling of somebody coming up behind me and saying, you don't have a job today ever again. So I created a business that nobody could ever do that. So as long as I'm doing the work, I am self-reliant. And that's how this card, 9 of Pentacles, came in. A sense of security. I've made up my mind that I want to be independent financially, self-reliant, not have to rely on anybody else. So for those of you, that's something that you want to do. I feel like Spirit is behind you. And I feel like it will bring you the wealth and the abundance with this 10 of Pentacles. And that it is all based on your intuition, which was so beautiful. I mean, it's all based on your intuition. If your intuition is saying, this is something I feel like I need to do, this is something I feel like I have to do, I just have to figure out how to transition into it full time, something like that. I don't want you to quit a day job. I don't want you to make any life-changing decisions based on this reading. I'm asking you to look within and asking yourself, what is it that I'm meant to be doing in this lifetime? And can I do that and be self-reliant and only depend on myself and love what I do? So I feel like they're asking you to do that. So let's see what else they have. Let's see what they have for love. Spirit, please share with me what's going on around love for my very intuitive light workers here. Gorgeous. Empaths, light workers. Okay. I have a butterfly. You will meet a new man interested at a party or a night out. The sense of transformation as you're transforming, as you're opening up to yourself. There's this feeling of somebody new coming into your life, this hope. They just said that they're saying it is more of a soul contract. It is more of a union of souls. So I will definitely say that. I feel like it's meant to be in your life. I have a window, a new adventure of love is coming. I'm opening up doors. I'm opening up windows. I'm letting in fresh air. So feels like spring. I have charisma. Love flows to you. You radiate charisma and charm. So this love is approaching you. They're coming at you. They're chasing you. They are attracted to your energy. So your vibration is very high. And that shares with me that the charming is even coming into me as a very crush energy. I have a crush on you. You have a crush on me. And, I just instantly had this kind of physical attraction to you. I think you're cute, you're handsome, like, wow, very cute. Okay, something like that. Spirit, tell me more. What's going on around this type of energy? I have an old car. Old habits die hard. Trying to get out of the past, saying stuck in the past with that old car, that rusty old engine. And they're saying renewing, buying new. It's like going out and buying a new car. They're saying trade in the old for the new. So maybe you've already traded in the old and in the new version is here. But yeah, it's breaking a pattern of some kind. That is something that you need to still work on, but better days are ahead. That pattern's going to be broken. So that we're going to just focus on that. Something that's more traditional. You can see this beautiful column, traditional, in stone energy, not going anywhere energy. So this person is going to have more structure. This person is going to be more solid. So there's, out with the old, in with the new is how I feel. It's just a better match for you, Spirit just said. It's just a more stable person. I have roses, lots of love, lots of romance. Look for single roses, look for red roses. Also a sense of infatuation and enchantment. So I do feel that. I do feel like it's very romantic. It could be the romance of your lifetime. It could be that this is what I've been waiting for. I wanted somebody that was stable. I wanted somebody that helped me to break out of my old patterns of making, kind of jumping through hoops for somebody else and always being there for somebody else, but they weren't there for me. So it feels like I'm moving in the direction of a very beautiful love story. And I think that would be good news. I'll take that, Spirit. And I have the answer is yes. Look for the rainbows. After the storm, you're letting something go, okay? You're ending something so that this rainbow can come out. And the situation or event is right on track. And they want you, and you guys who watch me all the time know, arms wide open. I am ready to receive. So you're ready to receive this love. This love is ready to come to you. And I would definitely look for the rainbows. A rainbow could be a sign. You could see physically a full rainbow right before this person comes into your life, which would be gorgeous. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you want me to know about any energy, good news, better days? Definitely better days ahead. Tap into your intuition. Let that be your guide. Look at this beautiful, loving energy that's around you. I have the moon. I have a Knight of Pentacles. I have the World. And I have a Five of Pentacles. They said with the moon and the Knight of Pentacles to me that you can be whatever you want to be, okay? With hard work and energy, you can create the life and the lifestyle that you want. And anybody can make changes. It takes time, it takes effort. But over a period of time, slow and steady, you get further and further away from the fears of I can't, and you move towards the energy of I can achieve. And that is where this world is going to start to open up to you. Now, I have these beautiful little chess pieces again on this table. I have books. So it's strategy, it's plan of action, it's learning lessons. It is writing your own book, writing your own chapters. It is moving forward, Spirit just said. So also this reflection in the mirror. Take a good look at yourself. And what is it that you know already? What is it that you can use that you've learned already so that you're not starting from scratch. You don't have to start from scratch. You can just continue to move forward and build and learn. And then that Five of Pentacles is a fear. It's a worry. It's you struggling with when is it going to get better? And Spirit just shared with me that you're about ready to receive, okay? Whether it's abundance, love, cure from ailments, but they have a big fat yes here, okay? So what it is that you're worrying about, I have a yes. I have positive energy. So I'm going to say retrain your mind to when that fear comes in, that you can override it with, I don't have it today, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to ever have it. It just means I don't have it today, because they're trying to bring it to me, that I have faith in Spirit. I have faith in the universe, that they know what I want. They know what I need. So the better days are definitely ahead. I have a bottom of the deck. I have a Justice card. So for those of you that would love to be in a committed marriage, I would say that that's a good news, that there will be a day that you are in a committed marriage. Okay. So that is, they're saying that is in the future. So that's okay. I want you to take a moment. I have some yes and no cards. I want you to think about a question that you really would like to ask Spirit right now. And you can pause the video, you can write it down, you can just have it in your head. But what is it that you want to ask Spirit that you'd just like a quick answer on? Okay, just yes or no, Spirit. What is it that you have for me? And let's see what they're saying. Spirit, what is the answer to our question? What is the answer to our question? I have asked for help from others. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Okay, so there's a sense of achievement, but not doing it alone. Maybe that's why they're bringing you a partner. Okay, maybe that's why they shared that partnership. Spirit, please share with me. I have asked your angels, okay, what is my purpose? What is it that you need me to do? What is my work that you're asking me to do? Okay, a lot of intuitives listening to this. And I have get more information. Gather the information before you start. Okay, get the answers that you're seeking. Ask for the answers. Gather the information. Okay, so the sense of you don't have to do it alone, but the answers are out there for you. I loved this reading, Pile B, only because I feel like it was so divinely sent. And I hope for those of you that found this reading, I hope that this is the one you chose. I'm sure the other two readings are wonderful, but this was a really good reading. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you picked Group C, this reading is for you. I'm asking Spirit for some good news, better days. What does Spirit have in any area of your life? So you picked the clover, lucky 4-leaf clover, golden clover, lucky break, gambling, okay? Taking a gamble, taking a chance, good fortune. Your finances, outdoor, risky business, and surprises. So almost a feeling of go for it, okay, that you have nothing to lose. Take a chance. For those of you that are hesitant, Spirit saying, we will back you. We will be there if you fall. So I feel that what's holding you back could be more of a fear of success, fear of self-doubt. I'm struggling with other people are better than me, okay? Imposter syndrome. So they're saying, like, let all of those things go and just be yourself, okay? So let's see what else they're saying. A lucky break, lucky break. I have a crown. Overcome your obstacles. Put a crown on. Power play, wealth, be your own boss, taking charge, making progress. It's going to be progress, not perfection. But I also like this feeling of people looking up to you with the crown, that you could be very good at what you do, and other people are meant to learn from you, or they are meant to look up to you in a way and kind of be impressed with that. So I do feel that way. Maybe you're going to create something new, create a business for yourself, or employ people. But I do feel this sense of ownership. I'm not sure if you're owning a business or you're just independent for yourself, but I feel this sense of I take ownership for my work. I take ownership of my day. You could be an entrepreneur or want to be an entrepreneur and work for yourself and have the skills, or they're saying, take the leap of faith to do it, something like that. I have an award, winning money. There you go. Recognition, professional work, fame. You want to be really good at what you do. And that comes with time, Spirit is saying. But there is going to be a day that you start to see the rewards. They're saying, look for the little wins, pat yourself on the shoulder, look for the good news every day, is that, hey, my business or my job or my career is moving forward, that I'm getting better every day. I'm getting smarter. I'm working more efficiently. People are taking notice of me, Spirit just said. So the good news is that, you're getting better all the time is how it's coming into me. You might not see it because you're in it. And they're also saying that you don't have a lot of people around you that maybe even support what you do. So you could be a little bit of a lone wolf. You work by yourself. You work out of your home all day long. You don't have somebody saying, hey, good job, because you work for yourself. So you've got to rely on your own high self-esteem to reward yourself. So if somebody's not going to give you a pay raise, somebody's not going to pat you on the back, it's all based on your own effort, then you have to find a way to reward yourself. And they said, go ahead and reward the little wins. So maybe setting small goals. When you hit that goal, woohoo, take care of yourself, do something special for yourself. Because a lot of us, like myself, I'm a lone wolf. I work for myself. Nobody's going to tell me I'm doing a great job every day other than you guys and my clients, so it's hard. It's hard to be motivated by yourself. It's hard to get up and, I'm not going to an office with friends and holiday parties and, the coffee room. So it's hard. So if you are in the same situation, you've got to reward yourself, Spirit's saying. But you're making progress. They want you to know that. I have a wish come true. Your wish is being granted, but it may not come in the way that you expected. No worries. It is just what you need. Now, that's interesting because I feel like they have you going down a path that the path is what you started, but a little bit of where you end up is a better place than where you started. So I'm going to say that it grows over time or something. The ultimate wish, it gets better, if that makes sense. Okay. Like this is what I thought I would do, but somehow I ended up here. And the path took me a little bit sideways, and I'm glad I chose that path. I'm glad that I kind of said, yeah, let me try that, because it added to the work that I do. It elevated me somehow. It motivated me. It pushed me. So there is a sense of good news or better days coming because you're more excited about what you're doing. So I'm going to say the wish is going to be granted, but it might not be on a straight path. And you may be pleasantly surprised that, the sideway turn is the fun part. It was unexpected. It was fun. It motivated you again in some way. It made you more excited about what you do again. So maybe like a revisiting or a revival of your energy, something going on with that. I have locked. Work you want may not be in reach right now, so you may have to take a temporary position. So you might not be where you want to be right now, and maybe that's why they're saying you need to take the side. You need to take the detour. Okay, instead of the highway going straight, there's the big detour sign. You take the detour. The detour opens you up to something that's really exciting. They teach you something new. They motivate you again. And then you get back on that highway and you're back on the path, but you're in a better place. So whatever that detour is, I'm going to say take it. Because I feel like it's going to motivate you. There's a sense of motivation in the flow. The universe is sending you help. Tap into your inner power and go deeper to create the purposeful life you really want to have. I'm going to use the word trust. I'm going to use the word that you trust yourself more than anything, that you're following your own intuition. You are following this sense of, I know what I like and I know what I don't like. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do something different. I want to work for myself. I want to create an empire. So whatever it is, I feel like I got to follow with what my heart is saying. I've got to follow with what my intuition is telling me, and I've got to go with the flow of the universe. Yes, we have to pay our bills. Yes, we have to make good decisions, but you do also have free will. And Spirit's allowing you to say, what is it that you like to do? What is it that you want to do? And maybe they want you to incorporate both, that's how you make a living, is you do what you love to do. Maybe you're not doing what you love to do right now. So maybe that's the detour, is finding a way to learn about that or study that or go back to school or add that to my career, my resume, so that you can achieve, this goal that you're trying to achieve. Innovation. You will need to come up with some new strategies to keep your plans in motion. The old ways are outdated. You need to reinvent yourself, is what Spirit's saying. So the tools and the education and the life experience that they've given you, it hasn't gone to waste. Of course not. But they're saying there's a new you inside of all of that, okay? That they kind of want you to take all that information and apply it to something else. So they could be asking you to reinvent yourself in some way. And I feel like those are better days ahead. I really feel like this reading is moving in the direction of reminding you that when you do what you love and you love what you do, everything else kind of falls into place. The amount of money that you make, you have more motivation. You're not waking up every day and saying, oh, I have to go to work today. I hate my job. You're waking up every day saying, I'm really motivated. And you're patting yourself on the back and you're rewarding yourself somehow. So I really feel like they're reminding you that the good news is that you have the ability to create this kind of life for yourself. And I guess they, maybe they just want you to jump in. This feeling of now's the time, or when are you going to start? What's holding you back? If nothing's holding you back but fear, then you have to ask yourself, why? What am I really afraid of? Spirit, please share with me. I have a 10 of Swords. What am I really afraid of that I have to put to an end? What am I really afraid of? Change? I have a Magician. You have the ability to make it happen. That is your reading. You have the ability to make whatever you are thinking about happen. You've got to make a change. I have a Six of Pentacles. That came into me as definitely you putting it out to the universe and then getting it back. Okay, so this energy of the more I give, the more I get. So keep doing that. That feels good. And I have an 8 of Pentacles. Becoming very good at what you do. Okay, you could be very good at what you do right now. The more you do it, the better you become, the more your wealth builds. My hands are tingling. So I guess they're trying to let you know that you're very good at what you do. And maybe we are just putting that 10 of Swords, that fear of, can I take it to the next level? Can I take a leap of faith and start a business? Can I take my business, to the next level? that is the energy. But that Magician card is definitely a feeling of reinventing yourself. Look at all I can do. I have amazing talent, education, knowledge, skill, and I can get my arms around, anything that I set my mind to. So I'm going to say that we're going to put this fear in its place, because the fear is more of a, believe it or not, some people are afraid of success. They're so used to struggling. They're so used to piecing their life together that they can't even fathom what it would be like to just be successful and just do their job and live the rest of their life. So, maybe we need to take a look at, why am I afraid to shine? Why am I afraid to be the best that I can be, or the best at what I do? So Spirit's asking you to take a look at that so they can help you get there. This is very much a feeling of the better days are doing what you love, and then just kind of growing that. Spirit, please share with me loving energy. What's the loving energy around my group C? I have a connection. Love is the bridge connecting souls. You guys know I love bridges. Cherish those connections. I do feel a crossing over point. It could be a relationship that you're in right now that, we're going to the next stage, we're going to the next level, commitment, something along those lines. So I do feel that, and that would definitely be good news, because that would maybe make you feel more grounded. And then they're saying that allows you the opportunity possibly to explore some of these other areas of your life, that you may share a home with somebody, you have the support of this person, and they say, you want to go back to school, or you want to cut back on your hours, So maybe you have support so that you could try something new, so that in the future you guys are both in a better place. So that could be going on where the two are connected. I have a wedding, taking your relationship to the next level. So the good news is you've got somebody who wants a commitment for some of you. Beautiful. And I have dreams. Look at your dreams. They hold the answers that you seek. Is this the person that you want to see in your future? Is this the person of your dreams? Is this everything that you've been wanting? So the good news is we do have somebody that sees a committed relationship with you. So that feels nice. Spirit, what else do you need me to know? Big news, good news. I said it's happening now. The situation or event in question is occurring right now. If this isn't in your life, it could be, Spirit, there's a big train behind it. It could be that train is coming into the station and you're ready to meet your person. So it is happening now. So we're getting a little bit of a time element there. I have balloons, fun, freedom, celebration, rising up, higher perspective, letting something go. So I feel like my hands just tingled. So there was just a feeling of lightheartedness is probably the best way for me to say it. Like, I'm just happier. I mean, a balloon makes you happy. I don't care who you are. A little kid, the little inner child in you is like, oh my God, look at all those balloons. So there's a sense of lightheartedness coming into your days, that things aren't so heavy, things aren't so difficult or challenging. So if you're struggling with, I just want to be happier, something like that, then I have a feeling of more lightheartedness. That would be the feeling. I have a white rabbit. Okay, curiosity, spiritual awakening, a call, an inner knowing, deep down inside, knowing what it is that you want. The answer is inside of you, Spirit just said. You have been struggling with, what am I supposed to be doing next? And the answer is inside of you. And you just have to listen. They will put you on that little detour and you're going to be okay. You're still on the same path. Detours are okay. We learn new things. We find out about ourselves in different ways. Let's see. It's a detour of some kind. And I have a rubber band. I feel overextended. I'm doing too much. I get too much on my plate. It's causing stress. It's too upsetting. They're saying that you're holding it together, and you should be doing more than just holding it together. You should be living, okay? It's not just a matter of getting up each day and doing the same routine over and over and over again and never getting a break, okay? So you've got to find more peace in your life. You've got to find more balance in between work and peace. And they're saying that changes need to be made. So I'm going to say better days are connected to not having so much to do, if that's possible. What can you take off your plate? What can you give away to others so that they can do it? What can you say no to? Okay, you can't do it all. They're trying to share with you that you can't do it all. They want you to focus on a couple of things and do them very, very well because you're good at those things. So they're being pulled, literally pulled until you're ready to snap like a rubber band. Is causing you or preventing you from being where you want to be. So you need to take a look at that. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? I have a King of Swords. I have a King of Pentacles. Look at you. I have a Two of Swords. Oh, I love that. And I have a Page of Wands. So you can see the strength come in with these kings, that you have this ability to make some decisions for your life. And also somebody could be coming into your life that they're very strong, okay? That they're expressive with their feelings. They could be very secure, very stable. You are enjoying that about them. They're offering you something, Spirit just said. So there's a sense of security around you, which would be really good news. So that feels good. I loved the Two of Swords because there is a detour for you. And this card is a visual about the detour. And I feel like it's a combination of both what you're working on in your work in the material world and a relationship. So this passion with this little Page of Wands, and then this detour, you can see this all the little roads in the past to choose from. This page is sharing with me almost this sense of what's your first instinct? Is your first instinct to take that first path or the second path or the third path? Okay. And they want you to go with that because it's going to lead you either to this person, this commitment, and even your purpose. So they need you to follow your first instinct, that gut feeling, your passion. What is it that you love to do? They just asked me to ask you. What is it that makes you feel like you're in your element? Okay, and choose that path. Then it's like a chain reaction that these, the good news comes, the better things come, the abundance comes, the marriage comes for those of you that want a marriage. So it's a sense, it all starts with this page energy, which is this gut instinct that feels right. And you don't hesitate. So maybe it's the first time in your life you don't overanalyze it, you don't overthink it, you don't ask 100 people for their opinion, and you just do it. You just do it because you know it's right. So there's something going on. Like they're saying, trust you, trust yourself in this decision. So that feels really good. I really love all this kind of detour. Like the detour in your life right now is the best thing that could happen to you. It's the best thing that could happen to you. It brings like all the parts and pieces together. So don't be afraid of the detour. Okay. Let's ask a question. I want you to think about a question that is a yes or no question. And you can pause this video and you can think about it. You can write it down. You can have it in your head. And I'm going to ask Spirit for your answer now. So Spirit, what is the answer to our question? What is it that you want us to know at this time? I am listening for you now. Great reading. I have be assertive. Jump right in. You've got a key. There's a key. It's a big key. A new door opening for you. I have get more information. Okay, do some research. Nothing wrong with that. Ask a lot of questions. And I have the answer is yes. That sounds good. I know some of you are happy to get that answer. I also love that her arms are open. I'm ready to receive. I am receiving now, Spirit just said. How gorgeous. What a great reading. These have all been great readings. I mean, each one is totally different, so you could go back and listen to the other ones. They were all amazing. I really liked this reading today. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. How beautiful. I want to thank you for being here. If you are new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me. I'm very grateful. Claim it, own it, it's yours in the comments below. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at KathyMamolen.psychicmedium.com. And we'll see you all again in another pick of cards. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.